Hello, good morning, Celebrant Lindy of Celebrant Training Scotland. And it's Sunday morning. I did try and make this live, but my internet signal is just rubbish. I live out in the country and it just keeps dropping out. So anyway, I've had to make a wee video. But what I wanted to talk about was yesterday I was conducting a wedding ceremony, and on the way home, it made me think of a question that sometimes comes up in a conversation that I sometimes see in social media between celebrants about, is it okay to take more than one wedding ceremony in a day? Or a celebrant will say, how many wedding ceremonies would you conduct in a day? And right off the bat, I'll say I only conduct one wedding ceremony a day, ever. I've never conducted more than one, and I can't see any reason why I would ever do that. Even there's been a couple of occasions when couples have tried to book me and have already been booked, and they've said, is there any chance you could do both of them in one day? And I say, no, I'm sorry, I only take one booking in a day, but I'll obviously help you try and find another celebrant. And yesterday to me was a perfect example of why I do that. And it's not for me to tell anybody that you should only do one in a day or you could do loads. That's actually a personal thing. How you conduct your business is really up to you. But all I can do, and as part of the training, when it comes to the training course, we'll be talking about this, all I can do is tell you what I do and what I know other celebrants do, and in my experience what works and what doesn't work. And so yesterday was a great example of why I only do one wedding, because the wedding was due to start at 1 o'clock, and it wasn't far from me. It was only 20 minutes from me, and I got there at 12. I always get there an hour early, and there were just a few guests there, which was, it's not that unusual, I don't suppose, and the groom was there. But then about 12:30, when the hotel are starting to think about rounding everybody up and getting them into the room, we realised there weren't that many guests there. And then anyway, it transpired that everybody was stuck on the motorway. They had set up roadworks the night before. They'd shut off one lane on both sides of the M9, and people were stuck there. The photographer was stuck. He came running in last minute. He was so stressed. I felt so sorry for him. Johnny the piper got caught up in it, although he got there in plenty of time. But guests were phoning into the hotel saying, we are stuck, we're no moving, we've no moved for the last half an hour. One couple came in and they were saying it took them 2 hours to go 4 miles. So there was this stress building. And I think the guy, I'll not say his name, but the guy who was orchestrating things from the hotel's point of view, he came in and he said, look, I don't know if you've heard, but there's been this big hold up. And I said, I have. And I said, look, as far as I'm concerned, I don't need to be anywhere. I don't care if the ceremony doesn't start till 5 o'clock. What my prime concern is that this day is perfect for the couple. So I don't care how long it takes to get everybody together to start the ceremony. I'm absolutely fine with it. There's no stress here in my part whatsoever. And the hotel were the exact same. They said, we're the same. We can move things, which was great. We can move things around. We can shove times. We are the exact same. And that was absolutely wonderful. And at one point, somebody said to me, I'm really sorry. It was one of the guests, I'm really sorry. Everybody's still caught up. And I said, look, it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about this. And as I said earlier, there's no stress in my part. I don't care when it starts, if it's 2 hours, 3 hours late, as long as the couple are happy with that. And we will take our lead from them. If they say they want to start before there's other guests here, fine. If they say they want to wait for everybody to come, absolutely fine. It's their day. Let us just make sure it goes the way they want it. And she said, oh, I'm awful glad you said that because I'm the bride's mum. And so that was a good thing. But and in the end up, it was lovely. It was really, really nice. And the majority of people anyway were there. I don't think there were any empty seats. In fact, I think there were a couple of people standing at the back. There was a lot of people there, but and it was a beautiful ceremony. It really was. But when I was on my way home, I was thinking, imagine I had taken another booking. Imagine I had said, okay, it's starting at 1, I'll be away by 2, latest 2:30. I can drive for an hour. I could easily do another one at 4 or 4:30. The stress that would have put me under, thinking, am I going to be late for that? How long can I stay here? At what point do I say I've got another ceremony to go to? That would just have been my worst nightmare. And that stress would have come out somewhere. Stress has to come out somewhere. And the likelihood is that would have come out in that ceremony. That would have come out by me speaking too fast, not really being engaged with the words, not really being engaged with the couple, and not really being engaged with the guests, because I'd be thinking, I've got to get out of here, I've got another wedding to go to. I just think that would be awful for everybody, especially for the couple, of course, but for everybody. It would not be of benefit to anybody in that situation. And I know I do more than one funeral in a day. That's completely different, because funerals have to start at a certain time, or within a very short period of the time that a family have been given. There's no occasion I can ever think of when a funeral should start at 1 and it doesn't start till 3. But yes, so that just made me think when I was coming home yesterday. To me, that is a perfect example of why put yourself under that stress, unless it's just about the money. And this job, as I've said before, can't just be about the money. Ceremony and holding ceremony is such an important role, and you have to do everything round about that ceremony to keep yourself as grounded and as prepared as possible. And if you are somewhere in your mind, you're thinking, I've got to get somewhere else and do this. And I actually don't organise anything round about a wedding. So I wouldn't say I was going from there to go to a party or to go and meet my friends for dinner. There's nothing. I do a wedding ceremony, I come home, I get into my comfies, and that's it. So that whole day of holding ceremony, I know that the stress of everything else has been taken away. And I am completely in the moment, and just that ceremony is the most important thing. So that's just what I wanted to say today. If you're one of those celebrants that's thinking, well, what's stopping me if you're taking more than one wedding in a day? There's nothing stopping you. But is it the best idea? I don't think so. But as always, how you conduct your business is completely up to you. Just do it in a way that's going to nurture you and that's going to serve your couples in the best way possible. Okay, I'm away next door. I can hear my wee grandson's just woke up. So I'm away to spend this bank holiday Sunday with my wee grandson. Whatever you're doing, I hope it's a great one.